Cheese has been unfairly cast as the villain in the modern health narrative, lumped in with greasy drive-through burgers and deep-fried donuts as a dietary danger we should all eliminate immediately. But let's not throw out the brie with the bathwater. Before you mournfully scrape the Parmesan off your pasta or nervously avoid the cheddar on your sandwich, let's pause for a moment and acknowledge a simple truth. Cheese is one of the most nutritionally dense and historically beloved foods on the planet. It deserves a lot more credit than it's getting in the age of dietary dogma. In fact, a well-aged wedge of cheese may just be one of your body's best friends, if only you'd let it. First, let's talk protein, the kind your body actually knows what to do with. Cheese offers complete, high-quality protein containing all the essential amino acids your muscles crave after a workout or during the daily hustle of life. Unlike many processed meat substitutes that need to be engineered into resembling food, cheese is nature's original protein bar. Just 1 ounce of hard cheese like Swiss or Gouda delivers 7 grams of protein, without the excessive sugar or artificial binders you'll find in trendy snack alternatives. Cheese doesn't need a marketing team. It has centuries of tradition, science, and satisfied taste buds backing it up. Calcium? Cheese practically invented it. Not literally, of course, but it might as well have. Calcium from dairy is not only abundant, but also highly bioavailable, meaning your body can actually absorb and use it efficiently, unlike certain plant-based sources that may come with absorption blockers like oxalates. That matters if you want strong bones, healthy teeth, functional nerves, and balanced hormones. And if you're over the age of 30, spoiler alert, most of us are, you should care about your bone density more than you care about Instagram filters. Phosphorus is another underappreciated mineral hiding in cheese, quietly supporting your skeletal structure, DNA synthesis, and cellular repair mechanisms. Combine that with vitamin B12, a critical nutrient for brain health and red blood cell formation that's found almost exclusively in animal products, and you've got yourself a snack that feeds your neurons and your biceps at the same time. No kale chip can do all that. But wait, what about fat? Isn't cheese loaded with it? Yes, cheese contains fat. That's part of what makes it delicious. But this is where nuance, not knee-jerk panic, is needed. Many cheeses contain a mix of saturated and unsaturated fats, including conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which has been studied for potential anti-inflammatory and even anti-cancer properties. Saturated fat from cheese doesn't behave the same way as isolated fats from processed meats or fried foods. Numerous studies have found that dairy fat, when consumed in moderation and within the context of a balanced diet, is not associated with increased heart disease risk, and in some cases, full-fat dairy intake is even linked to better metabolic outcomes and reduced waist circumference. Let's also not forget the gut. While not all cheeses are probiotic-rich, many aged and fermented varieties, think Gouda, blue cheese, Camembert, and aged cheddar, contain live cultures that contribute to gut diversity and microbiome health. So, the next time someone tries to sell you on a sterile almond cheese with shelf-stable additives, ask them if their cheese can support a thriving bacterial community. Didn't think so. There's also the joy factor, often overlooked, but essential in any sustainable way of eating. Food is more than a macronutrient profile. It's a sensory experience, a cultural tradition, and a mental health support tool. Cheese delivers umami satisfaction that keeps cravings at bay and adds depth and richness to otherwise bland meals. It's much easier to stick with a healthy diet when your roasted vegetables are sprinkled with feta or your salad features creamy goat cheese rather than being a plate of damp lettuce and self-pity. The eliminate cheese narrative often stems from a desire to reduce calories, control cholesterol, or manage lactose intolerance. These are valid concerns, but they rarely require total banishment. Lactose-sensitive individuals can often tolerate aged cheeses, which are naturally low in lactose. Portion control and mindful pairing with fiber-rich foods can allow cheese to play a role in balanced diets, even for those managing blood pressure or blood sugar. Total elimination is often more of a dietary overreaction than a medical necessity. So no, cheese is not just fat and calories. It's a compact, flavorful, nutrient-rich powerhouse that supports muscle repair, bone integrity, brain function, and even mood. It's been feeding humanity since before refrigeration, offering nourishment in climates and cultures where few other nutrient-dense foods were available. And still today, It outperforms many overhyped superfoods in real nutritional value, without the need for exotic sourcing or questionable labeling. Rather than demonize cheese, let's recognize it as the culinary and nutritional gem it is. Let's honor it not just as something to be tolerated, but something to be celebrated gratefully, joyfully, and with a side of whole grain crackers.